is the founder seller model. And I've been tuning into founder selling models more so recently. And it's kind of a term that I hear more and more, probably because we are founder sellers. But as a founder seller, you're on the front line. Mm-hmm. You have frontline feedback. You're listening to your customers closer. You're building that relationship from founder to founder, and it becomes powerful for growth. Because then when you are ready to raise money or you're ready to scale it, you have a product that you know wholeheartedly, 100% has value and fills gaps for an audience that you are penetrating. And it's amazing because you're reading Nailed to Scale. Again, I'm only a couple months in, but they're like, guess what? Raising $100 million could kill your company, and then here are the reasons why. So, yeah.
So, well, think about Shark Tank, right? Mm-hmm. Many times somebody comes up with a great idea, great product, and then Mr. Wonderful or somebody is like, what's your cash flow? How many customers do you have? Well, how much debt do you have? The ones that get the funding are the ones who say, I have orders and I need to scale up to fill those orders. Those are the ones that always get funding. If you have some other you hear it all the time, great idea,
right?
You're in debt. My $500,000 is not going to help you because of your financial situation. That's because people take on too much, and rightfully so. We all have bills. We all, like you said, you got to put food on the table. But the ones that get the money and become successful when they get that money are the ones that have the sales and they need money to fill those orders in some way, whatever it is. So,
makes perfect sense. Yeah. They found a problem, they created a solution, and the customers are reacting. And one example in Nailed to Scale, Thomas Edison, he thought he had the best idea, for Congress to auto count votes rather than waste all the time by doing it one at a time and all that. He thought he had the best idea. Thomas Edison.
It was a great idea.
A serial inventor, the best idea in the world. He didn't go to Congress first and say, is there a need for this? He invented a more efficient process. He took it to Congress, and it would have saved them so much time. And they said, we don't want this. And here's why we don't want this, for political and other
That's
reasons.
what it was. They wanted people to see how they voted.
Yeah, exactly. And so from that day, he was scarred. From that day, he said, I will never build a product without knowing that there's a need for it.
Totally.
And that is so common now. It's changing, but entrepreneurs, they have this great idea that midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning idea. They wake up in the morning, they write this business plan, they go get money, and it's just an assumption, it's just assumption that people might buy it. Yeah.
Well, when we started MergedAnalytics, we gave it away because for this reason. We're like, I get it. They're going to be using it for free. We're trained. Like a lot of those are not our customers because it was for free. And then once we asked to pay, they're like, what do you mean? Because they thought it was a free product. But the reason why we gave it away was because we didn't know what we didn't know. We didn't have any feedback. Like we knew it. I mean, you and I were like, this is cool. But we needed to know what happens when people actually use it, when they go in the portal. Is this useful? And once we start, and then we reacted. They were like, hey, it'd be better if you had this, and we put it in. Right. And to the point where eventually we're like, all right, I think we're ready to charge.
Right. Well, not only that was a great day. Remember how we weren't very excited. We were very grateful for our friendlies.
Yes.
But we really didn't get excited until we started signing people we didn't know of.